Boys, men used to go to war and now they look at you weird when you approach them at the bar because all they did was stand around and stare at the wall all night.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're a hoe. But Hidanda doesn't rhyme. Guys, it's because it's modern art. See, you're not getting it right now. Modern art doesn't need to rhyme. Let me try with another one. The sun is shining bright. Please like and subscribe. Oh no, that actually rhymed a bit. Doesn't qualify as modern art. Apologies for that one, guys. You see, it doesn't have to rhyme at all. And that's when it's modern art. You just don't have an artistic... You're not on the artistic frequency if you don't get it, right? But men used to go to war and women used to be feminine. A lot of things have changed, guys, in the dating scene. So in order to understand it, let's move on to this woman that is going to say, this is what's wrong with dating in 2025. Okay, take it away, honey. Let's see what's wrong.
Do you know what's actually wrong with dating in 2025?
I have no idea.
Grown adults playing games and acting like children. Playing games and acting like our time on this precious earth will last forever. It won't. If you meet someone and you are attracted to them, you have some chemistry, you get on, there's connection, you have good conversation, then why are you messing around and playing games? Why are you like acting like, oh, I won't message them back straight away, or I'll give it a couple of hours, or I'll give it a few days, or...
I mean, I don't know, you tell me. Right? You tell me, because it's... Who started the games, guys? Was it men or women? You still have men who are naive and they want a family and they want to give flowers and all that. And what's the treatment that they get? Are women taking them seriously? Are they winning the dating game, guys? But by being like a naive little good man, good-hearted man? No, they're not. So that's why men have started playing games as well. Because you women don't reward the good behavior. You reward, well, the things that men do.
I'll just like play silly games. Like, why are you doing that? You're acting like a miracle hasn't happened. Do you know what has to energetically align for you and somebody else that you like to connect in the way that you have? Like, it doesn't happen every day. Why are we making out like there could just be another one tomorrow or the next day or in a week's time? Like, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Yes, there's a lot of people on this planet, but to actually meet someone you like, that you're connected with, that you're attracted to, that you have chemistry, why are you acting nonchalant and just pissing about? Just
yesterday, guys, we did a video. It was close to an hour long. And in this video, a woman was leaving a perfectly fine relationship that had chemistry, that had understanding, that had loyalty, that had trust, that had a lot of things, right? And she was leaving it, and she was saying that she has to leave it. So again, it's not men that you see jumping out of relationships that are perfectly fine. It's women. So this whole video, address it to women and make women change. Stop addressing men. Men play the games simply because women set the rules.
be honest. Express how you feel. Try and communicate that as best to your ability. But don't act like a prat. Don't play games. Just show up and, you know, let it unfold as it should. Because, yeah, for everything to align so that you two could meet, so you could experience this connection and this chemistry and this attraction. Like, it's so special. Why are you throwing it away? For what? To look cool? You don't look cool. You just...
To find something better. There was a comment on one of my videos, guys, that pointed it out really well. He said that women are like kids, where you give them a toy and they play with it, but next day you give them another toy and they throw out the old toy, even though the old toy is perfectly fine. That's what women are. They simply get bored of it. You can be good with them. The relationship can be near perfect, because there are no perfect relationships, right? And so they use like the 5% of the relationships that are not butterflies and rainbows to validate them jumping onto another man. It's like spoiled kids. There is no toy. They stick with no toy. They just get the newest toy. And they're never content. It's never enough.
Look like a prat. So, I don't know. Yeah, stop playing games. Just get on with it. We're not here forever, yeah? So, stop wasting time.
Well, again, tell it to women. But now, guys, let's move on to the next one. This is the last one. Ranting about Hinge. And then we'll move on to articles and to a small discussion.
There is an epidemic of men on Hinge asking girls out and then never following through with the plan or texting day of, like just completely ghosting from that. And like genuinely, this has happened to me and so many of my friends. Like, and I don't know, like if anyone else is experiencing this, but I feel like I've seen other women make TikTok about this. And I don't know, maybe men are experiencing it from women as well. But I literally swear, I've been a Hinge user for quite some time now. I am off the app currently because I could not take it one more second. But it's like, that's not happened to me, like that amount. I literally in 1 month, I had 3 separate dates planned and they all either like day of, never mentioned the date or never reached out with the plan or just completely stopped talking. And which is fine. You do not have to go out on a date with me, but why would you ask me out on a date? It will be like Monday night. They'll be like, hey, want to do something on Thursday? I'll be like, absolutely. And they'll be like, great, I'll reach out on Wednesday with the plan. Wednesday, crickets, hello? I got nothing. You do not have to go on a date with me, but why would you ask? Like, what? I genuinely think this is an epidemic. Has this been happening?
It's to keep their options open. The same thing that you are doing right now as we speak. Because you have 40 men on dating apps that are stupid and want to take you out and they want to commit to you, but you go out of your way to dismiss them and go for the men who have more options than you, and so they don't pick you, right? Let's not pretend for a second that 100% of men on Hinge are not showing up for the date, all right? Because it's not the case. Yet, here we are again, guys, making a TikTok talking about the men who have options, talking about the men who don't follow through because they have something better to do than a 30-year-old on a Thursday, right? So, again, you're going for the 5%, 10% of men who have more options than you. You're not going for the ones that will show up on a date with flowers. But nothing new under the sun, guys. Well, you know what's new under the sun? I've spent the damned 2 hours trying to fix the audio. I have another set of settings. And let me know how it goes. I'm going to listen to the audio after this. It didn't crack when I was testing it. Let's see if it cracks now. And hopefully I don't have to smash someone's head open if it cracks. But we'll see about that. Now, guys, let's move on to the small conversation that we'll have before the articles. Editor, play some gameplay. Oh, there you go. I bet you haven't seen this one, guys. So I wanted to talk about the reaction. No, here's the thing. The conversation for today is it gay to kiss your male friends in the mouth if you don't have feelings for them? Because hear me out. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to be talking about that, guys. That's pretty gay, right, if you ask me. But we're going to talk rather about the reaction that men have towards women being such bad dating options and being non-committed. So as we mentioned in the last talk that we had, most women will just use you, and then when they act out of their instinct to find something better, they'll dismiss you without a care in the world, right? Now, I can make an analogy between the understanding that we should have with a job employer. You should treat women like job employers, guys. Does your job care about you? No, it doesn't. It only cares about what you provide. It only cares about the shareholder value. It only cares about its own benefit, right? So when you sign a contract for work, you know that these people don't care about you as a human individual. And I see nothing wrong with that. On an employer level, I don't care about my employer as well. Like, I don't care about the shareholder value of IKEA. Couldn't give a shit. I'm there for my paycheck, right? And the way the employer sees me is he sees me as a working hand. They see me instead of as a person as 8 hours of labor, right? And again, I have nothing wrong with that, because when you go into the job world, right, That's the contract. You want the money to provide for you and your family. They want your labor to increase their value. That's it. You don't care about each other, right? Now, maybe you didn't understand this in your first job because they told you, we are a family. Don't you love that one, guys? We are a family. Yippee-yay. And then they kick your ass the moment they find a better spot, right? Or they just don't give a crap about you. But they still be talking about how we're a big family. Everything they do, all the benefits that you get at work, is not because they care about you as a human. It's because they care about your performance, right? So say team building events. Team building events are not there because they care about you as a human. They are there because they've calculated that it's worth spending some money on like human, employer integration and being well with each other. I worked in a job where they will even throw parties for employees. Like they will throw parties, buy dinners, buy substances, for the employees. And it wasn't because, wouldn't you see, they care so much about the employers that, hey, here's a bunch of thousands of dollars for you. No, it was because that's the way they got them hooked, right? They got them hooked to this lifestyle of working long hours and then going to a bar, whatever, and getting high. So it's like they never care about you. For the employer, it's all statistics. It's all how you perform. And you know that, right? And women nowadays behave in the same way. And you should look at them in the same way. They don't care about you. Oh, but she took care of me when I was sick. But she was making really, heartfelt gifts to me. And she wrote a handwritten note. Dude, she doesn't care about you. She's doing that because she wants to have you hooked. It's not out of interest. She's doing it because she expects to be repaid back with your loyalty and with you being there when she needs you. And that is why the moment that she leaves you, she won't care about you. She won't care to check up on you. She won't care about how you feel. She's already smashing some other dude. I will get a woman really loving you and really caring about you if when things go wrong she's still there with you. But with most women, they'll treat you nice, they'll smile, they'll give you the handwritten poems, but when they leave you, they stop caring in an instant. And it's because they never cared to begin with. Everything good that they did was only to have you hooked, right? And I understand it when it comes to job applications and employers, but it shouldn't be this way with women. And here's where I'm going to start the other conversation, which is that some men have accepted this as the norm. No, you should expect this as the norm, but you should not be okay with this, all right? Because contrary to finding a job where both parties benefit individually from what they provide to each other, families should not be like this. Because the product of a family are kids, and kids don't benefit from having a mother and a father that are in this opportunistic relationship where each of them is trying to benefit off of the back of each other, right? Kids don't benefit from that. Kids benefit from a father and a mother who are together through good and bad. And so it should have never come to this place. It's not normal that women have turned dating and marriage and all of this into something that benefits solely them. That is not fucking normal. You cannot compare it to your relationship with your employer because it doesn't benefit kids. As the Bible says, they shall become one flesh. That is the purpose of a male and female relationship, that they are one through good, through bad, and they care about each other as much as they care about themselves. That is the frigging purpose of it, guys. It's not that what women have turned it into, that, oh, it's all about me. And how many times have you seen women sacrifice their husband, sacrifice even their children on the altar of their own happiness, right? That is absolutely not normal. And my problem is that a lot of even the red pill and some stoic channels have come to the conclusion that, oh yeah, that's just how women are and you should be fine with it. Right? So they will, for example, say, men have to be this way and men have to be that way, and you should not care at all about how she treats you. You should expect it out of her. It's normal. Oh, did she leave you? oh, that is normal. You should have never cared about whether she leaves you or not. You should be prepared for it at all times, and you should not care. It's expected and it's normal. And I have a huge issue with it, because yes, you should be prepared. You should be prepared for everything that happens in life. You can even expect it because of how often it happens nowadays, but you should not be fine with it. Like, a lot of Stoic channels, I don't know if you watch them, but their way of thinking is, oh, men are like this thing that women orbit around, and you should just sit there with women coming in and out of your life, and you should be fine with it. You should expect it. That is such a wrong take. You should not be fine with this. We should change the culture and make women go back to what they were. You should not live there like a flower that women come and smell, and then they say, okay, I don't give a fuck about you, show you the middle finger, and are out the door. You should be mad when that happens. You should be angry. You should not be stoic when you get backstabbed. That is not being stoic. That is not being strong. That is accepting people hurting you because, oh, well, I guess that's the norm now, so I'm gonna abide by it. Okay, you just backstab me all you want. I don't care. That's such a bad take. I don't know if you've heard it, guys. I don't know if you watch a lot of these Stoic channels, even some of the Red Pill. I recently was watching a video from Better Bachelor, and he basically said the same thing. Oh, if they backstab you, that's all right, because that's expected. Just, go on with your life and expect the next woman to backstab you too, because that's how they are. Well, I don't want to be a, senseless person that is just standing there allowing women to come in and out of my life and hurting me all the time. Oh, but they don't hurt you if you don't care. Okay, but I should care, right? Isn't that like the whole purpose of families, that I should care about the other person? If now you have to win the game by simply not caring, what's going to happen with the world? And how can I even have children if I don't even care about whether my wife is there or not? If I don't even care about whether tomorrow she'll dump my ass and go shack up with the neighbor? You should care, right? And then if you don't want to get hurt, simply don't date women that will hurt you. But you should expect out of a woman, if she's in your life, for her to care. You should expect out of her for her to not cheat. That should be the standard. It shouldn't be, it's just women, Oh, they'll all cheat. Yeah, just, you should not care about it. It's such a bad take. So they'll keep talking about men have to keep their frame. Men shouldn't allow a woman to disrespect them. Men should never show weakness. Men should never be vulnerable. Men this, men that. Okay, my question is, if I turn into this person who doesn't give a shit about anything and never allows disrespect and is ready to walk onwards with his life at any second, okay, if I'm in that position, why do I even need a wife, right? I'm already perfect. I already don't care about nothing. Why should I need a wife or a girlfriend to begin with? Oh, you should never allow people to hurt you. Okay, if I reach that, monk level of not caring about anything, then why do I care about a wife? I think that these people who believe in this really stoic way of looking at things don't understand that no matter how much you don't care, if you do it so you can be with a woman without getting hurt, you still care because you still want a woman. If you don't care at all, okay, just stop dating women, right? You don't care, you don't give a shit about anything, okay, don't date women then. No, but these people, guys, they still care about it. They still want to date a woman. It's just they don't want to be hurt. So they, go to, oh, well, I want to be with women, but I know that they will leave me. So I'll just be in this middle ground where I care enough that I want to be with a woman, but not enough that I don't care when she leaves. And that is dropping the standard. Men's standards are so fucking low that we are told to not even expect loyalty out of a relationship. We're told that you should jump into a relationship being ready to get your ass handed back to you at any moment. And that is just wrong. I'm not going to drop my standards. I see what women have become. I'm seeing the divorce rates. I'm seeing all of it. And hey, if that's the case, I'm simply not going to date, right? But I'm not going to drop my standards to where I say, okay, I'm going to date, but I'm simply never going to care about anything. I don't need a wife then. Oh, you can never be vulnerable around women. That's what they'll say, right? That's wrong. Why shouldn't I be allowed to be vulnerable around my, say, wife? Now, I'm very traditional. I'm of the belief that men shouldn't like cry often and they should be rather reserved. So we agree on that one. But to say that men should like never be vulnerable around their wives, to say that men should never show weakness, that is just bad. That is just wrong. Because you're a human, you're not a robot, right? Men still cry, men still experience stress and hardship. And to say to men that you should like never show that to your wife, sorry, but that's wrong. Like, feminism has been so ingrained into our societies that now you even have red pill channels, you even have stoic channels dropping the standard so much that they're telling things like, oh yeah, you should never show weakness around women, and if you do, that's normal that they left you. That is not fucking alright. Women shouldn't leave a man the first moment he shows weakness. Now, a lot of them do, but that's just an incentive to not date those women. It's not an incentive to drop... By the way, this guy on screen looks like Better Bachelor. What was I talking? That is an incentive for you to not date bad women. It's not an incentive to drop your standards so much that now you're saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna date women, and it's alright when they dump me, it's alright when they backstab me. So we'll end it right there, guys, but yeah, just wanted to say that. Don't drop your standards. You should be, from time to time, able to be vulnerable around your wife. You're a human, god damn it. You're not a machine, you're not a robot that should be there for women at all times, doing their bidding, but you'll never expect anything in return. Why do I want women if I must be strong all the time and emotionless all the time and perfect all the time? Oh, and if I show weakness, oh, it's normal that she left you, dude. It's totally comprehensible that she left you after this one bad week in your life. No, that's not normal. Stop dropping your standards. Women should be there for you, and when you get married, they should be there for their whole lives, no matter what you two go through. So anyway, don't drop them standards. But now, guys, let's move on to the article. How to start conversations with girls on dating apps without getting ghosted after 2 messages. It's impossible. I match with girls on dating apps, but my conversations die so fast. I'll send an opening message and either get no response or it fizzles out after a few exchanges. I've tried different approaches, asking about something in their bio, complimenting their photos, making jokes. Nothing seems to work consistently. Yesterday I matched with this girl who had travel photos in her profile. I asked ChatGPT what to say and it suggested, I noticed you've been to Thailand. What was your favorite experience there? Probably getting absolutely broken by some chat. That was her favorite experience there. Sounds fine, but also feels like a job interview question. I sent it anyway and she responded with just, the food was good. Then nothing, conversation dead. I don't get it. Other guys seem to have no problem keeping conversations going, but mine always hit a wall. Am I supposed to be funnier, more mysterious, ask better questions? What actually works for you guys, being a 10 out of 10? How do you start conversations that don't immediately die? Stop trying. Stop trying. And first comment, the problem isn't your opening line, it's that you're treating it like an interview instead of an actual conversations. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fucking shitty hell fucking mouth up. Shut the fuck up. Stop blaming men. Stop it. I'm all for accountability. I'm tired to my fucking ass of men putting the blame on yourself. Am I supposed to be funnier? No, you can be a fucking comedic genius, it's not gonna work. More mysterious? No, you can be a character taken from a mystery novel, it still won't cut it. Ask better questions. No, you can fucking be Joe Rogan. Stop it. Stop fucking putting accountability on men. Should I be like God levels of funny and interesting so women will pay me 5 minutes of their day? No, you know what needs to happen? Women need to stop being fucking bitches that have 7,000 options and never care about anything. That's what fucking needs to happen. Jeez Louise, guys. I'm tired of men putting the blame on themselves. Stop it, dude. Women are to blame. Women are the fucking hoes that need to change their game and become down-to-earth, normal fucking people. And until they do, don't fucking pay them attention. But you see how much the standard drops. This is what I was talking in our conversation. Men's standards have dropped so fucking much that men are like 95% perfect in this aspect of, for example, being interesting to talk to. They are 95% there to being perfect. And they are still expected to push for that 5%, that they must become like fucking Joe Rogan good at asking questions. Meanwhile, women are 5% there. They are fucking horrible at conversations. They fucking suck ass. They reply like a malfunctioning, retarded bot, and we're not putting the blame on them. And if you get a stoic, for example, some of the stoic advice that people will tell this guy, and I agree with stoicism in a lot of aspects, but they have a very wrong take in my opinion here. If you get the stoic advice for this, it will be keep improving yourself, keep working on being more mysterious and funny and better questions, but at the same time, don't care when women disrespect you or ignore you, or just walk out of there. That's the stoic thing to do. Oh, so the stoic thing to do is to get a shit dumped on my hands and walk with it? Is that what the stoic approach is? Oh yeah, get used to women not replying. Get used to the conversation fizzling out because you're one of 7,000 options that these women have. Get used to women giving you no shit at all times. Is that the stoic approach? Well, fuck it, dude. My approach is, maybe it's nihilistic, I don't know, but my approach is I don't want to put up with this fucking bullshit where I'm having to put so much effort and get zero bullshit in return. That's my approach. It's not, you should expect out of women to dismiss you and cheat on you and ignore you and give zero fucking shits about you. You should just get used to it, dude. That's the stoic approach. When you don't care, they can't hurt you. It's a bad take. When you don't care, stop fucking caring, delete the apps and stop talking to these bitches. That's what you do when you don't care. Stoicism is meaning to tell me that they don't care about women, yet you still see them on the dating apps. It's just that they don't care when they get a dump on their hands. Anyway, let's read the last one. To men mid-20s who have never had a relationship, it won't just happen. Oh, you know this is going to be a good one, guys. 800 upvotes, 300 comments, a reward. What is this reward? Some pointy finger. I'm a 29-year-old guy who has never had a serious relationship. I've only had 1 2-month relationship when I was 22 and a situationship for a few weeks when I was 26. Other than that, some sporadic dates over the years. The big thing it took me way too long to realize is that a relationship doesn't just happen. I used to think I'd end up with a girlfriend naturally without having to put in much effort. I've since realized that belief is completely wrong. As a guy, if you don't consistently meet new girls, whether through going out or using apps, initiate conversations with girls you find attractive and ask girls out on dates, the odds are you will never get a girlfriend. Okay, pause it right there. I'm all for shooting your shot. I'm all for men, trying to impress women. But for me, guys, I want to meet a woman the natural way. Why? Because that's the way God intended it to be. I don't want to get a girlfriend only because I'm try-harding. I don't want that, right? Because that just means that the only reason she picked me is because I was better than someone else. That's what you get when you try hard all day long. Relationships should happen in a natural way. You meet, you start having conversations, and at some point you realize you're both good for each other, and you realize you're better for each other than the rest of them, right? So there is still a natural selection. There is still like a hierarchy. You are still performing better than the other men, but it's without trying. It's because that's who you are, and because you put like a normal amount of effort. But look at what this guy is saying. As a guy, you should consistently meet new girls, consistently be going out and matching with 1,000 profiles, initiating conversations, asking them out, doing this and that. No, because if I do that and if I put out myself out there to 1,000 women and like one of them picks me, well, I just know that she picked me because I'm the best option. Which goes to say that if she had a slightly better option, she will have gone for him. And probably means that even if we get married and she still finds a better option, she's probably gonna stop liking me and pick the other guy. I don't fucking want that. Relationships, guys, in my opinion, should be special because you have the the basic ground. You have the level 1, which is, yes, in your eyes you're better, in her eyes you're better than the rest of guys, and you happen to bond and all that. But relationships are mainly constructed and maintained by the time and effort you put into each other. But now in today's world, we make relationships all about just being the bestest ever, the bestest around. That's the only thing that can secure you a woman nowadays. And that is just bullshit. Because that's why so many relationships fail. Because the moment you stop being in her eyes, number one, she'll dump your ass. Because you never constructed anything when it comes to being special for each other. The time, the effort put into the relationship. There is no effort in a relationship in which she sees you as the bestest ever. You're putting zero effort. You're just in her eyes, the bestest ever. I don't know if I'm getting my point through, but let me know what you think, guys. You cannot afford, I continue, to be passive as a guy and just go about your life and expect to get a girlfriend naturally. If that worked, I would have been in a serious relationship a long time. Well, it did work for a lot of years. And simply because it doesn't now doesn't mean that I'm gonna become a tryhard. Dating is like anything else in life. Career, fitness, friendships. Your results more or less correlate to your appropriate efforts. There's a lot of well-intentioned but BS advice out there, like it will happen when you least expect it. Wrong. It will most likely happen when you might reasonably expect it to happen because you are putting in effort to meet girls, flirt with them, ask them out, risk getting rejected, etc. Unfortunately, no one told me this when I was younger. I largely had to figure it out on my own. But now it seems almost absurdly obvious. All the normal guys I know who are mid-20s and have never had a serious girlfriend are in that situation because they simply don't try enough. So get after it. Yeah, hey, yippity yay, guys. Just get after it. I want you to go on the dating apps, hit up 1,000 profiles, go to clubs, waste money, and keep running after these evil creatures, right? Now again, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with putting yourself out there. There's nothing wrong with hitting up women. There's nothing wrong with going to the gym or putting an effort in yourself to be more attractive to women. That will directly increase your chances. There's nothing wrong with that. My issue is that this guy's idea basically boils down to, well, women now have 1,000 options, so you have to compete with 1,000 men. And that's where I don't like it. I don't want to be in a relationship just because I've managed to beat the other 1,000 guys. So she doesn't like me for who I am. She likes me just because I'm better than 1,000 other men. If there was someone better than me, she would have gone for him. I just don't like this whole competition stuff. And again, there's always been competition, alright? There's always been people trying to get together with like what they see as best. But again, that should not be the main pillar of the relationship, because when you make it all about being with the bestest ever, that's what happens. That when he is not the bestest ever, you leave him, you dump him, and you go for the bestest ever. And women keep doing this thing, and women hate it. So why are men fucking writing articles about, yeah, just keep struggling to be the other 1,000 men, keep struggling to be the best option ever? Going back to what I said on my monologue, if I have to be the bestest ever in order to get a woman, why do I need a woman? If I have to be rich and successful and assertive and confident and I never back down, I'm never vulnerable, I never experience fear, I'm just all the time A+. Okay, so why the fuck do I need a woman then? What is she gonna give to me? The standard for men is so fucking low that we've come to the point where just a woman's presence, guys, is enough for what we need in a relationship. Oh, I cannot be vulnerable around around her. I cannot be weak, around her. I must be perfect all the time, or she will leave me. I cannot expect loyalty out of her. I cannot expect any sort of support or assistance. Okay, so why the fuck do I need a woman then? And again, the advice that these people, the Stoic people give is, you should just go about your life. And if a woman pops in, you can enjoy her presence for a bit, but be ready at all times for her to leave. You see how that is just code for all that I expect out of a woman is her presence. I don't even expect loyalty. I don't expect a seriousness. I don't expect for her to give me anything. I just expect her presence. The bar is so fucking low. You should not expect out of women only presence. If I want presence, I'm gonna get my bro. If I want sex, I can get that outside of a relationship. If all that we expect out of women is sex and presence, well, that is a damn fucking low bar. You should expect more. And if they're not gonna provide it, you're not gonna date them. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please write me comments about my audio. I'll listen to it now and let me know how it goes. I'll see you in the next one.